Today we're going to learn a new terminology called legato bowing. And to do legato bowing, a lot of it is just how much bow you're using. So when you start here in the bow stroke, you want to make sure you get all the way to the tip. And the biggest thing is that once you're done with this note, you want to start the next note right away without stopping. And it's going to make a very smooth transition, smooth sound, which is legato bowing. So let's try this in an actual song. Lullaby. This goes quite slowly, but the biggest thing is that we never want the bow to stop. We always want to keep the bow moving, okay? So let's learn this song. It's going to start off with 2/8 notes, D2s. I'm sure you've heard this before. And then D4 for 2 beats. 1, 2. Yep, and I have to stop the bow right now because I'm showing you how to do it, but when I perform it, I won't stop the bow. And then 2/8 note, D2s. And D4 up bow, 2 beats. And then D2, A0, crossover. Slur A3 to A2. And then A1. A1, A0, slurred quarter notes. And then 8th notes, slurred D1, D2. D3, D1. D1, D2 slurred, D3 up bow half note, and then we have 2/8 notes separate, A2, A1 slurred 8th note, and then A0, A2, A3 for 2 beats, 1, 2. Next part, two open D 8th notes, crossover A3 for 2 beats. Then we're going to go A1, D3 8th notes, D4 for 2 beats, D2, D0 slurred, D3 quarter note, D4, A1, D2, D4 quarter note slurred, 2/8 note, D0s. Probably recognize the song by now. A3 for 2 beats. And A1, D3 8th notes. And then D4 for 2 beats. 1, 2. D2, D0 8th note slurred. D3. Right next to 3, D2. D1. D0 for 2 beats. 1, 2. So typically that song is played putting someone to sleep, and the legato bowing is that you don't want to make any stoppage of the bow. It's going to sound sweeter if you just keep everything flowing. So let's try to do that once, from top to bottom without stopping. So you notice I never stopped the bow, always kept it moving. The biggest thing too is if you go too fast with the stroke, then you're going to want to stop the bow because you have to find the note and the bow needs to stop. So you're going to need to keep things going nice and smooth back and forth. So once you feel that you can do this pretty well, you can move on to the next lesson.